Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Purdue Boilermakers and the Miami Hurricanes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Boilermakers head coach before the game, this is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Hurricanes kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Boilermakers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll give it to him again. At the 35, he's got room. Up to 44 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Third and long, coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Right on the money. Touchdown, Boilermakers! A great catch and run for 6. Fast start for the offense. Points on the board already.
And the coaches talked to us this week of how important it was to getting out to a fast start, and that was the key to winning the game. The offense definitely took that message to heart.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. On the ground, it's Pringle. Fighting off the defender. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Mensah. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
RPO complete. Still running at the 40. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Hurricane! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boilermaker offense heads out to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. There he goes. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Cuts it upfield. It's Hill. Here's a little room there. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got a little space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. He's got 59 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. They'll send the back in motion. Here's a give to Gibson. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
Nice job by the offense going with the misdirection play because they're facing a defense that likes to be aggressive. So you get a couple of guys out of position, and that allows that play to be successful.
3rd and Looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in the coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Hunt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Making the adjustment. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of it. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Keep it on the ground. Got the first down. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he found a space on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Canes. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for the edge. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll keep it on second down. Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. He now has 74 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. The option, the keeper. Now the toss. There's a crease. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Purdue! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Pulls and fires complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And they swarm him under.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got a man. It's Lofton. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Pringle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Throwing, Mensah. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like... Fuse the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. On the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Keeps it himself.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff for Jarrett. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finding some room. Inside the touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Mensah to throw. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Lofton. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Look out! And they got him. The Boilermakers decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, I love defensive ends that are active and violent with their hands. Great job fundamentally by that D-end getting that sack.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Mensah under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He's changing the play. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to get the corner. Looking for an alley. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Timeout called by Purdue. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll just run the ball in the middle of the field and watch that clock continue to wind here late in the first half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Pulls it. Knifing through, making the play in the backfield, and they can use a timeout and try to force them to punt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He's got great speed. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at the Pitt Panthers taking on the number 24 team, the Utah State Aggies.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
And it's Pitt in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Left side is Lofton. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. At the 35, he's loose. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Quarterback changing the play. Hits inside, it's Pringle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And he avoids the sack.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that process or just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Throws it deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. And the Boilermakers in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They're all over him. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got a man. It's Martin. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this. Oh, out of space. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. On the option. Keeps it on the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Hurricane. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And man, how awesome is that for the big fella? And he wasn't going to just fall on that loose fumble. He decided to scoop it and score, and David shows off the athleticism.
I mean, we were born to do more. We just grew out of the running back body, but we were really all running backs at heart. It's just hard when you got to go that far because you're running out of oxygen. You could tell the gas tank was low, but the big fella getting the touchdown.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. This quarterback part of their running game. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Gibson. He's past the 30. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have some.
And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time. And long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Taking it the other way. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. On the jet sweep, racing for the edge and the sticks. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. Takes the handoff. It's Compton. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Rush is on. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for the edge. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Turns up, it's Hill. And the 45 on its way. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
They'll just try to forget about that disastrous running play on 1st down, 2nd and long coming up. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
I tell you what, 4th quarter, you're trying to get to the quarterback, trying to get the ball back to your offense. But nice pursuit, nice job making the QB scramble outside of the pocket, chasing him down. And even better, you got a gift. He runs out of bounds, so now the clock stops. Now you're saving time late in the ball game when it's really going to matter.
Throwing, Mensah. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. From the red zone, it's Lyle. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Again, it's Lyle. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision.
And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Ball loose in the end zone. Defense all over it, and they've stopped the drive, and they'll get a touchback. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
And the offense almost exhausted all of their options that time. On the option play, third down, it wasn't the running back. It wasn't the quarterback. That had to go to the pitch man, and he barely was able to pick up the first. Good execution, great decision-making, and the drive stays alive.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Snapped on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it. But now defense, this is the situation. I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions. Eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. possession coming up. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. We waited so long